morning to all of you. Today we're going to discuss uh, law of dominance. Actually, as we have studied about the fundamental law given by Mendel, that is law of inheritance, means how do we receive or inherit different traits or characters from our previous generations or from our parents, and how do we pass on those traits to the next generation. So factor or genes are responsible to inherit or to pass on these different traits carrying different, you can say, characteristic features. So on the basis of this fundamental law, Mendel gave another two laws, law of dominance and law of segregation. Actually, law of segregation is a main law given by Gregor Mendel, but in order to study each and everything about the work of Mendel, we also do study law of dominance. Okay, so first of all, we would discuss the law of dominance in this lecture. So what is law of dominance? It is also known as the first law of Mendel, that is law of dominance. So Mendel explained this law on the basis of the expression given by a gene for a specific trait. Okay, so Mendel explained this law on the basis of expressions. These expressions can be on the basis of various traits like height, color, shape, etc. So Mendel explained this law on the basis of expressions of factors or genes. Do you remember? The name factor was given by Mendel. Okay, और इन्हीं factors को आगे चल के genes बोला गया. So Mendel explained this law on the basis of expressions of factors or genes for a typical or specific trait like height, color, shape, etc. Okay, so what did he explain? He explained there is a gene in an allelic pair. बाद हम इसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे. There is a gene in an allelic pair. So allelic pair मैंने क्या बताया था? Allelic pair is the pair of genes. Okay, pair of genes who are responsible for the same expression or for the same trait, that can be height, color or shape. यानी जब दो या दो से ज़्यादा जीन्स एक साथ पेयरिंग में हो और वो सभी के सभी जीन्स किसी एक कैरेक्टर या एक फीचर के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो. जैसे कि मान लीजिए फॉर स्किन कलर और जैसे फॉर हाइट, सो देयर आर मोर देन 10 जीन्स प्रेजेंट इन ह्यूमन बीइंग्स टू एक्सप्रेस हाइट. सो उन 10 या 20 जीन्स में से सिर्फ एक जीन को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है खुद को एक्सप्रेस करने की उस प्रेजेंट जनरेशन में. तो उन सभी जीन्स में से या 2 या 10 जीन्स में से जो सभी हाइट के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं, उनमें से किसी एक जीन को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है खुद को एक्सप्रेस करने की. तो जिसको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे? दैट जीन इज डोमिनेंट जीन बिकॉज दैट डोमिनेंट जीन इज एक्सप्रेसिंग इटसेल्फ इन दैट प्रेजेंट जनरेशन. And the rest of the genes which couldn't express themselves, they are known as recessive genes, because recessive gene, as you know, they are represented by a small English letter. These recessive genes cannot express themselves in the presence of a dominant gene. Or in other words, you can say that dominant gene always expresses itself and it always suppresses the expression of other gene, or the gene which is unable to express itself is recessive gene. So he explained a gene is an allelic a gene in an allelic pair is meant to be dominant. यानी जैसे मान लीजिए कैपिटल टी स्मॉल टी और कैपिटल सी स्मॉल सी, कुछ भी लीजिए, कुछ भी ट्रेड को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए उसने क्या कहा? इन एन जीन, ये फर्स्ट जीन है, ये सेकंड जीन है. A gene इन एन एलिलिक पेयर, यानी इस एलिलिक पेयर में कोई भी एक जीन जिसकी बात हो रही है इज मेंट टू बी डोमिनेंट, इन दोनों में से किसे डोमिनेंट कहा जाएगा? एंड एज यू नो डोमिनेंट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय कैपिटल लेटर टी, अगर हम हाइट की बात कर रहे हैं तो। सो मेंट टू बी डोमिनेंट विच ऑलवेज एक्सप्रेसेस इटसेल्फ, यानी इस पेयर में से डोमिनेंट किसको माना जाएगा? विच ऑलवेज एक्सप्रेसेस इटसेल्फ एंड इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय कैपिटल लेटर टी सी जी व्हाटएवर, एंड सुप्रेसेस दी, यानी सुप्रेसेस यानी किसी को रोकता है, दबाता है, दबाव डालता है। सुप्रेसेस द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ सेकंड जीन present in that allelic pair which is represented by small letter t known as recessive gene. Okay, so एक्चुअल में जब एक जनरेशन से दूसरे जनरेशन में वो चीज़ें पास ऑन होती है then हम कैसे पता लगा सकते हैं कि which gene is dominant and which gene is recessive? So it's only possible through its expression. Okay, so हम लोगों ने ये चीज़ मान ली कि जो भी एक्सप्रेशन आएगा, like we know that height is a dominant expression and tallness is dominant expression and dwarfness is recessive expression. So in the next generation, if a plant shows a tallness, that means we get to know that that generation has dominant trait or dominant gene. Here the dominant gene has expressed itself. But that gene, so that plant is dwarf, so we can say that that plant has recessive trait or recessive gene characters. So on the basis of observations, we get to know about either dominant gene has expressed itself or recessive gene has expressed itself. Okay, so he explained a gene in an allelic pair is meant to be dominant. किसे इस पेयर में से किसे dominant कहा जाएगा? और जो जिसने एक्सप्रेस कर दिया डोमिनेंट ट्रेट को, हमने उसको कैपिटल लेटर से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया, जस्ट टू शो विच ऑलवेज एक्सप्रेसेस इटसेल्फ एंड ये जो खुद को एक्सप्रेस करे साथ साथ ही सुप्रेसेस द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ सेकंड जीन, इसके एक्सप्रेशन को वो सुप्रेस कर दे, विच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय स्मॉल लेटर नोन एज रिसेसिव जीन, यानी जिसका एक्सप्रेशन सुप्रेस हो रहा है दैट जीन इज नोन एज रिसेसिव जीन which cannot express itself in the presence of dominant gene. Okay, so recessive gene which is represented by small letter cannot express itself in the presence of dominant gene which is represented by capital letter. Okay, say for example we have taken the example of trait height. So T letter, whether capital or small letter, T letter represents trait height. So here we have taken this heterozygous condition, heterozygous allelic pair, capital T and small t. This capital T is dominant gene whose expression is tallness, and the small letter t is recessive gene and whose expression is dwarfness. So in this allelic pair, as I told you in this very definition, that this dominant gene always expresses itself and this recessive gene, this small letter t or recessive gene cannot express itself in the presence of this dominant gene. So the overall expression of this allelic pair would be tallness, dominant trait. Why? Because this dominant gene would always suppress this recessive gene and expresses itself. Okay, next. So how all of these things have been shown or have been observed through this actually the Punnett square. This R.C. Punnett explained this all of these processes through this Punnett square, and Mendel gave monohybrid cross. Okay, so Mendel explained all of these through monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid? यानी मेंडल ने मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस के द्वारा इनको एक्सप्लेन किया. और हमने इसको शो किया पुनेट स्क्वायर की मदद से. ओके, गिवन बाय आरसी पुनेट. So Mendel went for monohybrid cross. Then question comes, what is monohybrid? Mono means single. So monohybrid means inheritance of only one gene for a single trait. यानी monohybrid में हम सिर्फ एक single trait की ही, एक single contrasting feature की ही बात करेंगे, चाहे वो height है, shape है, color है, whatever. और only एक की ही बात करेंगे. So these are the pure parents. Capital T, small t, homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive. What would we get? This heterozygous dominant, capital T, small t. And by self-crossing this heterozygous dominant, we would get this through this Punnett square. Capital T, small t. और एक पेयर यहाँ पे आ गया. Self-crossing हुई आपस में. हमारे पास we got these 4 possibilities or 4 allelic pairs in F2 generation. This. So we have 4 allelic pairs now. This first one is capital T. That means homozygous dominant allelic pair. Capital T, small t. Heterozygous dominant allelic pair. Why dominant? Because dominant gene is present in this allelic pair. And one is homozygous recessive allelic pair. So what would be the expressions of all of these allelic pairs? This homozygous dominant means tallness. Heterozygous dominant, because dominant gene is present, so it would express itself. These recessive genes cannot express themselves in the presence of these dominant genes. So what would be the expression? Is again tallness. And now both of the genes are recessive, so ultimately expression would be recessive, that is dwarfness. So now we would have the phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. So first of all, what is phenotype or phenotypic ratio? Phenotype or phenotypic ratio. What is phenotype? Actually, it is the morphological features. It's all about morphological features of a plant, of an organism, which do appear before us with our naked eyes. यानी हम अपनी आंखों से देख सकते हैं कि वो प्लांट का कलर कैसा है, उसकी शेप कैसी है, उसकी हाइट कैसी है. So all of these characteristic features are known as phenotypes. Okay, so phenotypes are all about morphological characteristic or features of a plant or of an organism. So as we know, these are 4 allelic pairs, and among these 4 allelic pairs, 1, 2 and 3. 3 allelic pairs are tall. Okay, they are showing tallness, and only 1 allelic pair is dwarf. So what would be the morphological character of phenotype? 3 tall, 1 dwarf. Ratio 3:1. 3 tall, 1 dwarf. तो phenotypic ratio क्या आ गई? यानी वो morphological character क्या आ गया जो हमें दिख रहा है कि 3 tall है, 1 dwarf है. So simply phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Now, what is genotype? Genotype is all about the genetical arrangement or genetical makeup of an organism. That means arrangement of genes, whether they are dominant or recessive or whatever. Okay, so among these 4 allelic pairs, here you can see 1 allelic pair is homozygous dominant. Okay, among these 4, only 1 is homozygous dominant, that means only 1 is capital T with capital T. 2 capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Yani 2 pairs are heterozygous dominant and only 1 pair is homozygous recessive. So 1 homozygous dominant, 1 homozygous recessive and 2 heterozygous dominant. So, okay, here you can see 1 homozygous dominant, 2 heterozygous dominant and 1 homozygous recessive. So ratio is 1 to 1. एक, इसके 2 और इसका 1. So this is how he observed or he explained the monohybrid cross in order to explain the law of dominance. And in this law, what is the central idea of this law? That is, there is a gene in an allelic pair which always expresses itself and suppresses the activity of another gene present in that same allelic pair. So the gene which is expressing itself is always known as dominant gene, and gene which couldn't express itself is recessive gene. So it's all about law of dominance. So tomorrow we will discuss about law of segregation, and one more thing, that is test cross. Test cross is all about to know about the genetical makeup or genotypic or genotype of parent. So tomorrow we will discuss about test cross and law of segregation. Thank you.